Hello everyone, it is great to see you. All right, my name is Sean. You can call me Duval Soul. It don't really matter, but hey, let's get straight into the video. Okay, today's bell ringer. What part of influence plays the most vital role in your life right now? Okay, so I've been reading a book called The 21 Unintangible Laws of Leadership. Can't remember exactly what it's by. I think it's by John C. Maxwell, actually. Um, I tried to make a video yesterday, and man, I recorded off my phone. I recorded it straight up and down, so the video didn't come out right. Plus, my phone had died to where I could see, and it was up for like 10 hours. So I don't know if anybody watched it. I don't think anybody did. I think it had 0 views, but that's besides the point. We're going straight into the video, all right? So, also, in other news, I passed my life insurance exam, and that was back on Tuesday. So today, Thursday, and I should have my license by next week. I am with a company. I went Primerica. If you guys are interested in joining a team, I'm in Jacksonville. It really don't matter. You guys could be out in another state as well, but the company will pay for your licensing. They pay for other stuff such as your health insurance, your Series 6 if you're really serious about it, and you could do it part-time. You ain't gotta do it full-time. But let's get straight into it. So law number 2 is basically the law of influence, right? Law number 1 was the law of the lid. So with the law of influence, basically the main principle is you can't be a leader without any influence, right? No one will follow you. So these like 9, I think there's 7 actually. I didn't number them, but these play parts in your character. If you're having issues with people following you, or maybe you do have people following you and you're trying to figure out why, or maybe you just want to have some more information, more knowledge, more power, right? So one thing, start with your character, who they are, right? True leadership begins with the inner person, and people can sense the depth of your character, right? Let's see, trying to think of a leader right now. I'm gonna just say Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was mentioned in the book. Steve Jobs was, I'm not even gonna go into this. I'm not gonna go into it. I don't have any examples right now, honestly. Maybe I'll do that next time. But another role that play is relationships. Who do they know, right? The deeper the relationship, the stronger the potential. Build enough of the right relationships with the right people, you become the real leader. Okay, so if you ever, for example, when I was back at Pepsi, there was this girl that I worked with. She knew what got during everybody, in my opinion. Even if she knew a lot of people, right, to where she weren't really getting fired for shit. She'll be fucking up the equipment, but she wouldn't get fired for anything. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason that she ended up leaving was because, I don't know, maybe she got better pay. You know what I'm saying? But she was there for a good little minute, and I swear her ass didn't work like that. Not to talk down on her and shit like that, but shoot, she ain't really work like that, bro. And shoot, I'm at my job right now. I don't really work like that myself. You know what I'm saying? But that, I feel like it just comes with the culture that you're working around. Like, you work around lazy people, you tend to be lazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to get out that environment. I'm being real. Put it all on me. So the next thing is knowledge. What do they know? Information is vital. Grasp of the facts and understanding of the dynamic factors, timing, and a vision for the future. Like, that's what makes a good leader. Like, having the fast thought process, understanding what you got in your cards. I think Napoleon Dynamite. Did I just say Napoleon Dynamite? I mean Napoleon, the leader Napoleon. You know what I'm saying? The short little nigga. He thought of like many different scenarios and was able to, whenever one of his soldiers came back, and he always had a reason. I mean, he always had a solution to that, right? Hundreds of solutions. No matter what these niggas came with, he already knew what to do, right? And maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I'm saying the N word right now. Okay, it's. I need to work on that with my speech, but stay with me now. They also have a good intuition of what they feel. Seek to recognize and influence intangibles such as energy, morale, timing, and momentum. Okay, like let's see. Just with that being feel, like if you were to make a big decision, I feel like right now I'm a leader. I know I'm a leader. Like the that I'm doing right now, it feels right. When I was doing cybersecurity and trying to do pressure washing, or not even pressure washing. Let's just talk about my cybersecurity uh back in 6 months ago, maybe a little bit further than that. But I was trying to do cybersecurity, and it didn't really feel right. Like I was doing the stuff, I was learning, but it's like, man, I don't really know. This don't really feel right. And once I started getting back into reading and like watching podcasts and self-educating myself on stuff like that, like it felt more aligned to the stuff that I like to do. And I know for a fact, back in the day, I wasn't really into reading, man. Like, being in middle school, even high school, like, it's uncool to read, man. What the hell, you nerd? Why are you reading, right? And as I got older and watched more stuff, like, man, ain't nothing wrong with reading. Nigga, you trying to be the top nigga around here? 99% of people ain't reading. 98% of people ain't reading. Like, even listening to audiobook, you hop in your car, what you listening to? Music. You know what I'm saying? You turn your car into a whole university if you start just listening to books instead of listening to music. It ain't even gotta be all the time. Like, literally, you could be just doing it on the way to work, on the way back from work, waiting in traffic. You feel me? Like, it's certain places where you could just be, let me pop in this book, slowly but surely. You don't gotta go full on now where the only thing you listen to is books. It's not cut out for everybody. It's not to say that it's not cut out for everybody. Everybody has to grow from some place, right? You can't just go full steam ahead, because then you'll feel too drained, right? Or you might feel like, man, this ain't for me. After the first day of doing it, you gotta give it some time. You gotta build. Like, maybe you might listen to it for like 5 minutes. Like, man, I'm sick of this. Try it again the next day. Go for 10, right? Increasingly getting more and more reps, getting more and more better, right? So let's go. The next thing is experience. Where have they been? It doesn't guarantee credibility, but it encourages people to give you a chance to prove yourself. Okay, so I ain't got no experience. So what do I have to prove myself that I can lead a team? So this is why I'm reading this book for real, just so I have an understanding of how it is to be a leader, what it means to be a leader. Okay, so that's what's going on. You could also go off their past success. When I read past success and experience, I'm like, that's kind of the same thing. But he put what they've done. Nothing speaks to followers like a good track record. Okay, so what have you done? What made you so successful in your past experiences, right? Did you build this company from the ground up and put them right here? That's influence, right? Um, Last thing is ability. What they can do. Can you lead your team to victory? Ultimately, the reason people will listen and acknowledge you, ultimately, this is the reason why people will listen and acknowledge you as their leader, right? So that is the bell ringer right there. Which part of influence plays a role, or which part of influence plays a role in your life that you feel you could do better? I think that's a good question. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote it down to where I have a better understanding of the question I could ask. I really just went off the dome. So next video, I'm going to talk about the Next video, I'm going to talk about the 5 myths of leadership. Okay. And then I also have, I could just talk about it right now because it ain't really nothing. But we could talk about the law of the lid. That's law number 1. That's why I ain't really go with it because it's really short. Law of the lid basically say that you have a leadership effectiveness of 8. Your highest you can go is about 7. All right. So if you were a 4, the highest you can go is about 3. So how do you work on that? Educating yourself, getting more opportunities, and one of the activities in law number 2 is find an organization to volunteer, something you believe in. If you believe you have a leadership ability, try leading and you'll learn through influence. Okay, do something that you really like to do. Maybe it's like coaching basketball, maybe it's coaching or tutoring a team, going to helping the school out with something sport related, something educational related. Like a lot of those things can be just you being out there, but you can lead somebody just through your influence and how you talk to people. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video right there. I'm gonna see you in the next one, and I do apologize for the late. You know, it's been 5 days, man. I mean, like, damn, bro, where have you been? Where have you been? It's all good. I'll see you in the next one, bro.